up, guys? Graylan Stewart here again. Welcome to another Work Wednesdays, where I literally just kind of go through the start of my day and um, just working, man, just documenting basically what I'm doing. So today's agenda, I kind of wrote down a couple of things I've got to get done, like ASAP. So I bought another house the other day. On Friday, I closed, and so I should have already got insurance on it, but I didn't because I just forgot about it. Too busy. But anyway, so I texted my insurance agent and told her I needed to add that property. But I also refinanced the house last week as well because I have a tenant in there now, a tenant buyer. Because I do rent to own. Um, so I've got to reply to that and add the lien holder on that as well. Then I've got an appointment with my Podio developer today. Podio is always evolving, in my business at least. We're always making it better, refining it, doing more automations, making things easier, along the way, just making sure the machine is always working. Then I've got lunch with a local investor here today at 12:30, so that's a little bit later, but yeah, this guy is just a local guy that I met up with several months ago, and he's making big moves in the wholesaling world now as well. So we're doing lunch. Then I've got dinner with a buddy of mine from out of state that he mostly does flips and buy and holds, but he does a little bit of wholesaling here and there. So I'm meeting with him because he's in town for a couple of days. And we originally met at a mastermind a couple of years ago. So we're just meeting up because he's in town tonight, him and his wife, and me and my wife. So that'll be kind of cool. And then we got a couple of closings this week. Just looking through our transactions workspace in Podio. Let's see what we got going. So this week we've got a house closing that we're making $18,000 on. We've got another one closing that we're making $17,000 on, and I think that's the only ones that she has. My transaction coordinator has scheduled for this week, because it looks like a couple of these other ones might roll into the next week or the week after. And then last week was a decent week as well. We closed two deals for $16,000, and the other one was $28,500 or something like that. And then I refinanced a house, so I got some cash out on that house, got paid back, so that was kind of cool. We bought that house for $35,000. I put like $9,000 into it, so I'm in it for $44,000, including all. Probably $45,000, I guess, including everything, closing on it twice and everything else. But in it for $45,000 basically, and I got it appraised by the bank that I did the refi. I think for 67 or 69, somewhere in there, whatever the math turned out to be, was like, I did a loan for 56,000 because they do 80%, so whatever that math is. And so basically I'm in it for 45. So I got my 9,000 that I put into it back, and gained the extra 2,000, just extra cash. So I'm virtually in this property for $0 now. And actually I just got a tenant buyer in it as well around the same time. I refied on Thursday, but we closed with the tenant buyer like on Monday or Tuesday. So basically this tenant buyer actually bought it for $75,000, because it's just a fair market value currently right now, because it appraised for 68 or 69, somewhere in that ballpark. And basically the tenant buyer paid me $8,000 down plus the first month. The payments are right around $1,000 a month, and then insurance on it's like $75, and then my refi payment is like $350. So my all-in cost is, what is that, $350 plus 75, $425, and they're paying me about $1,000. So I guess the math on that's $575 a month cash flow. We already remodeled the property, which I didn't really have to. When you do rent to own, It's not really necessary because they're responsible for all the repairs and everything. That's the reason I do that, since it's in Oklahoma City and I live in Colorado. That way I don't have, tenants per se. So, anyways, that's kind of what I did. So really, I'm in the house for $0, and I've got roughly 11,000 in my pocket from it. So I'm in it for zero, and I've already made 11,000 on it right away. So not bad. It's kind of cool. So, anyways, did that refi last week. Closed a couple of wholesales last week. Got a couple of wholesale deals closing this week. But this is my insurance lady just texted me asking me about that actual property. Let's see. Yes, keep it at 75K. And now it's got someone living in it, so just regular landlord insurance. So they do insurance differently when it's vacant compared to when you have it tenanted or somebody in there. And then she's got to send me, document showing the lien holder. And then I added another, that other property that I told you I bought Friday. So technically we had 4 closings last week, I guess. 2 wholesales, 1 refi, and then 1 actual purchase that I'm keeping. So now we got to start remodeling that, and that's in a town that I do have 1 house there, but that was a couple of years ago when I bought that one. So now I need to find a new contractor in that area for that particular property. So that's what I got to do now. Just get that one going. So man, mostly my day consists of property managing pretty much, and then just making sure everything's going smooth in the system with everybody involved. My 2 acquisition managers, my transaction coordinator, and my disposition manager. So on a side note, we've got this other property we've been trying to sell for a couple of weeks, actually on the MLS, but it's a wholesale deal, so we're wholesaling it. So we got an offer. So we bought the property like at 75. We listed it for 150 because it was a smoking deal. It's worth about 300, but it does need some work. It's an older house, but we listed it for 150 to see what we can do on it. And actually, we started even higher. I think we listed it 179 at first. Then we dropped it, 175 I think is where we started. Dropped it to 165 a week later because we don't wait on these. If it doesn't sell, we know its price. We dropped it to 165 a week later. Then we just went all the way to 150 the week after that. I think we waited a week and a half. So now we're at 150. We got an offer for 75, which is stupid. We had another offer originally at 150, but that buyer flaked out. So this other offer, it was at 75. So we countered at 125. We just want to make a little money. We wouldn't have to get rich on it. We thought it was a smoking deal, so we were hoping to get 50 plus on it, but obviously that's not happening. So we countered at 125. They countered back at 100. So now we've already got a guaranteed 25 on the deal. So we countered again at 110. So we're waiting to hear back on that deal, but we know we at least got 25K profit on it, but hoping to make maybe 35. That's what happens when you get a little bit better and better at this wholesaling game. Your profit margins get bigger and bigger, because we're doing basically the same amount of volume as far as deals go per week and per month. Right around 10 a month is typically what we do. But rather than our average being at 10 to 12 a deal, I think our average currently right now is like 21,000. We're just getting better and better. Because a lot of big deals lately, we're getting several in the 30s, whereas before, like last year, our highest profit margin on a wholesale deal was like 25,000. We were excited, because of the markets that we're in, it's typically 10 to 15, so 12, I think 12,600 or something like that was last year's average. And now we're doing, our average right now currently this year is 21,000. So that's pretty cool. Just a lot bigger profit margins when your whole team gets better at what they do. Acquisitions get better at getting the price deeper discount, and the dispositions get better at selling it at a higher price. So all in all, everybody makes more money when that happens. So that's really cool to see that transition happening. So yeah, man. Well, I mean, we're all a work in progress, people in process. I've done a video on that, but it's true. It's the business is always evolving. My system's always evolving. We want to get better. We want the system to get better. We want the people to get better. I try to get better every day, be a better leader, hold the team accountable, to everything, just so that we all can make more money and grow together. And we are, I'm talking to my Podio developer later today, but it looks like I could be. What's crazy is I've spent around $30,000 on this Podio system now. I mean, it literally does everything for us. We couldn't run our business without it. However, I'm going to give this other system a shot. We'll probably run them both for a while just to see how it works. But I bought into this other system, and we're going to build that out just to see if it's better. That's the thing. It's like I'm a risk taker. I'm an entrepreneur. So my risk tolerance is super high. If I see opportunity, I'm going to spend the money on it. And, it's a gamble. Everything we do is a gamble pretty much, because there's no guarantees in this business or any business. So you got to take a chance on yourself, take a chance on your gut feelings and things like that. So I did buy this other system. We're going to see how it works. I'm sure I'll do videos on that in the future just to kind of get you updated and let you know how it's going. But as of now, I am going to continue building my Podio, keep doing it. I'm really just looking at building like a flip and a rental, because I kind of manage those on spreadsheets right now, but building out workspaces for those just to make it all streamlined so everything is within one system. And that's what I'm going to do on this new system too, just to see how much better it works, if it works better or not. But anyways, that's it for today. Work Wednesdays. Still got several things to do on my list. Obviously, all those things we talked about at the beginning of this video, I got to get done now. So just a little vlog for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you haven't already. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely drop some nuggets here all the time. We upload pretty much every day these days, so please stay tuned. If you want to learn wholesaling, this is the channel for it, because I tell you the truth, I don't do all the fluff like a lot of the guys will do. I'll tell you exactly what I'm using, why I'm using it, and if I'm still using it. That's why I told you I am building a new system. I do love Podio, but it's not perfect. That's why we're kind of looking at something else just to see if that works better. But I'm going to keep it just in case. I spent a lot of money on it, so it's always there. But anyways, please like, share, subscribe. Definitely comment if you got anything to tell me, and I'll definitely reply to you. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys later.